All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 3 of Moonlit Metaphysics on this full moon weekend. And we're talking about the law of vibration today. We're going to switch it up a little bit too because it's been a long day. And so we're gonna make this a little bit of a story time. Okay, so yeah, kick your feet up, get comfortable. And I'm going to read you a little excerpt out of the Kabbalion, right? This has been our main focus for the last couple of episodes. And the paragraph it has on the law of vibration is so succinct, and I think it kind of connects the first two topics that we were already talking about. So we're going to do it a little different this time, and like I said, do a little story time. So let's see. And then we'll talk about how to like practically apply the law of vibration to your everyday life, because like what? I don't understand. Everything vibrates, cool copy, but all right. Story time. I'm gonna read you a little something something. So again, the Kabbalion, and this is a nice addition, but this is the Kabbalion by the three initiates, right? We talked about this in the first episode, and Hermes and all that jazz, right? So let's let me get comfy. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle embodies the truth that everything is in motion, everything vibrates, nothing is at rest. Facts which modern science endorses and which each new scientific discovery tends to verify. And yet this Hermetic principle was enunciated thousands of years ago by the masters of ancient Egypt. This principle explains that the differences between different manifestations of matter, energy, mind, and even spirit result largely from the varying rates of vibration. Okay? The all, from the all, which is purely spirit. Remember the all within the all, the mind. The universe is all mind. Remember mentalism? Okay? So from the all, which is pure spirit, down to the grossest form of matter, all is vibration. The all is also vibration. The vibration of spirit is at such an infinite rate of intensity and rapidity that it is practically at rest. Kind of like a rapidly moving wheel seems to be completely motionless, or the way that we talked about color last time and color wavelengths, and the way that a color wavelength, a higher frequency wavelength, is so fast that it's almost like a hum, right? The frequency of motions between each wave are so fastly put together that it almost looks to us like nothing is happening. Okay. But at the same time, on the other end of the scale, there are gross forms of matter whose vibrations are so low that they also seem to be at rest. Okay. And in between these poles, there are millions upon millions of varying degrees of vibration. From the microscopic, from the subatomic, to the atom, to the molecule, to the worlds, to the universes, everything is in vibratory motion. This is also true on the planes of energy and force, which are but varying degrees of vibration, and also on the mental planes, whose states depend on vibrations, and even on the spiritual planes. An understanding of this principle with the appropriate formulas enables Hermetic students to control their own mental vibrations as well as those of others. The masters who apply this principle of the conquering, who apply this principle to the conquering of the natural phenomenon in various ways, he who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power, says one of the old writers. Okay, guys. So that pretty much sums up what the law of vibration is. Everything is in vibratory motion at a constant, at all times of all moments of infinite time of day. Okay? All the time. Now, how do we prove this? We know this to be true. I'm not even really going to get into the science for this law because it's kind of self-explanatory, right? We know quantum mechanics tells us, physics tells us, before we even learned about what happens at the subatomic particle, we knew that things were moving around, right? Like the states of liquid, solid, and gas. We were able to see atoms in their different states, and we understood that even in a solid state, atoms jitter. They have a tendency to move. Okay. This being verified upon the even deeper subatomic quantum mechanics level, where we can verify strings, these things that are a part of atoms that make up the electrons, the protons, the nucleus, etc., that they're vibrating. Okay. And some go up, some go down, some go left, some go right. Some they call quarks, some they call leptons, some are weirds or something like that, and some are randoms or something like that, because science doesn't really understand what's happening, but they know for a fact that the deeper we go, we see vibration. That's all it is. Things vibrating. And the different levels of vibration, or the varying vibratory rates, is what creates reality. Okay? Nothing rests, not even a solid. Physics proves that. Everything moves, even on the subatomic particle level. Quantum mechanics can show us that. Everything vibrates, even the cosmos, right? That's actually how we can hear certain sounds in space through radio waves, through the vibration that these planetary bodies are creating, their movement in space time, the vibration of the earth, Schumann's resonance. So here we have Schumann's resonance is basically a sound, a frequency that is given off within a certain range, 7.8 hertz all the way. It has been increasing lately, all the way to like 16, 18 hertz, spikes even more sometimes, but it generally stays in the 7.8 hertz range, which is also the alpha wave frequency of our brain. And this is just kind of like the heartbeat of the earth, and the earth vibrates at 7.8 hertz. So yeah, everything vibrates from the subatomic particle level all the way up to the galactic, cosmic, universal level. As a matter of fact, there's another theory in quantum mechanics known as, this is a part of that strings, those, the explanation and the theory behind the strings, known as string theory, but has been kind of bumped up into M theory, or membrane theory. And that theory, stay with me here, that theory is the idea or the concept that our universe is but a membrane, where all of our planets, all that galactic universal connection, that thing that we showed you, I think in the second episode, where I was able to like show you some screen shares, or I send you on your way to go look for the comparison between the galactic network and our neural network. It's a very similar pattern, right? The membrane theory, we have our universes lying on not little, because they're semi-infinite, but these sheets. The theory is that universes, parallel universes, line up in membranes, and they're just kind of as above, so below, the law of correspondence. They're just like a larger version of the string theory. They're a larger version of what's happening on a subatomic, microscopic, quantum mechanic level. So that's membrane theory, if you want to dive into that. But the idea is that everything's just a vibrating string, and depending on what speed it's vibrating at and what matter makes it up is going to depend on what it becomes, what it is in your reality. The law of correspondence that we spoke about in the second episode, we spoke about how sound and color are correlated, they correspond. We spoke about how all you needed to do was speed up sound 40 something octaves to get to a specific color, or its corresponding color, I should say, right? But what is sound but vibration? And what is color but therefore a faster vibration? Still vibrations. Like the law of vibration is just all encompassing. Understanding the law of vibration is understanding the formation and just like what the universe is, or the multiverse, if you subscribe to multiverse theory and membrane theory, what the multiverses are made up of. Like you are simplifying the most magnificent, the infinite. We have gotten that far in science to be able to say, well, this smallest thing that we can even figure out is just a vibrating string. And the biggest thing that we know are also like big vibrating balls. This is getting this is sounding different. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I promised that I wasn't going to get too deep into the science, and I did exactly that. I went 10 minutes into just membrane theory. So let's back it up a little bit. Yeah, but besides the spiritual, I mean, besides the scientific dimensions of the law of vibration, there are lots of spiritual aspects of it. This is why we love to say, you know, it's all about the vibes, right? When you feel the vibes, this is not a lie. You're literally picking up on the electromagnetic variations of energy and how that makes you feel. And that's kind of why we like to say in the witchcraft realm that there is no negative energy per se. Energy is just energy, and it is used and perceived differently depending on who you are and what your intentions are. Okay, so it's just all a spectrum. Everything's a vibrating spectrum of energy, right? So if you like that vibe, you're gonna chill like attracts like. You're gonna chill with more of that kind of vibe. It's just the vibe, right? It's all about the vibes. It is literally all about the vibes. So yeah, in different cultures, we see this law of vibration kind of hold a lot of significance in like various traditions, spiritual practices, because they had a fundamental understanding of this nature of reality. This was built into ancient religious belief systems because they knew that understanding this fundamental truth allows spiritual growth, allows for evolution. So yeah, so many different religions we can talk about their different concepts of energy and how vibration affects you spiritually speaking. Like in Hinduism, the Om sound is a vibration. It's a literal sound which is meant to kind of signify or represent the sound of the universe, or the first sound of the universe, the beginning sound before all things, like the creation sound, if you will. The Nada Brahman refers to a divine sound or a vibration that permeates the universe, right? In Buddhism, we have this practice of mantra recitation, which is just chanting words over and over again, this sound, this vibration, specific sounds or phrases that are specifically meant to attune you to higher vibrations, to invoke spiritual qualities, things like that. I love me a mantra. Mantras are super powerful for me. It's just I think I'm partial to sound as a sound healer, and as a person who plays instruments and stuff like that. I think that the sounds and the mantras and even vocal chanting, I don't sing, but like I love listening to that because I feel it to be so profound. Those innate qualities of vibration in those chants, they do something to you, right? It's just very powerful stuff. But even in things like yogic philosophy, right? They teach that everything in the universe, including the body and the mind, is composed of vibrating energy, which, like we just talked about, quantum physics verifies, right? And practicing certain asanas or postures or certain prayamanas, the breath works, those things, the yogic philosophies are designed to help you balance and align these vibratory energies. Okay. We see this all over. Ayurvedic medicine, the whole idea of viewing the body as a state of vibrant health, vibrant balance between the mind and body, and how herbal remedies and lifestyle recommendations and things like that, they're meant to balance your vibrational frequency. It keeps going. Shamanic traditions, the mystic practices like the Kabbalah, Kabbalion, Christian mysticism, of course, New Age, because that's where we're at right now. But just raising the vibration, raising your frequency. We hear that all the time. Aligning yourself to higher states of vibrational consciousness, Christ consciousness, getting into a like vibrate higher. That's basically my tagline. Damn, I should have wore my sweater. Damn, merch. Um, Whatever. It's a true sentiment that I hold near and dear because literally everything is vibration, and we already know the law of mentalism. All is mind, and if your thoughts are vibrating energy, that manifests into physical vibrating reality, and we can control that, right? Remember what the book said: by allowing by truly understanding the law of vibration, you can not only control the mind of yours, but of others. You can literally maneuver situations, slightly manipulative when you say it like that, but it's manipulation of energy. You can maneuver situations to your favor. You can maneuver conversations to your favor. If someone is a certain type of energy or vibe and you pick up on that, you know that approaching them in a certain way is not going to be conducive to manifesting what it is you're trying to manifest, to your game plan, to get your goal, right? Sometimes you got to sweet talk somebody to get what you want because the vibe requires it. So this is what we talk about on all levels, on all planes. Like the law of vibration is totally relevant, and the ancient spiritualist knew that. So yet again, why I love falling down into the metaphysical rabbit hole, because we combine what the ancient wise teachers told us, shared with us, with good old fashioned science. I love me some science. Um, but yeah, vibrate higher all day. Literally, the whole entire concept of vibrational medicine. There's a great book. As I was being trained in vibrational medicine and getting certified and all that jazz as to be a metaphysical provider, there's a great book by Dr. Bruce Lipton called Vibrational Medicine. And I encourage you, if you're curious about this law of vibration, to get that book and to read it, because it describes the science behind all of our understandings of vibration. uh, Literally, I wanted to talk about the metaphysical practices, but really quickly on the scientific level, we know that cells communicate, they function on a fundamental cellular level through different frequencies and vibration. There are certain, I mean, that's why certain things like ultrasound, literally sound, literally vibrating sound to collect images, right? So those things exist in science because they know the power, that how far vibration and the understanding of vibration and the way that different things vibrate can get them, right? You could literally break down everything and understand it, or literally break down a kidney stone with some sound. Science. But yeah, things that I have practiced, that I learned and am trained in, things like crystal healing, sound therapy, um, even Reiki energy work. The concept behind these things is essentially vibrational. The idea that there can be these imbalances on a subatomic cellular level that can be adjusted and rebalanced and just brought back into its dominant frequency with subtle energy therapies. Sometimes you don't have to slice open somebody to get things going where they need to go. Sometimes the process can be a bit more simpler if you think a little bit more electromagnetically, a little bit more vibrationally, as opposed to mechanically, right? I feel like we've been doing the mechanical thing for a while. It's been working. It's great. I'm not saying throw it out, like gears and stuff. Cool. But I feel like the progression and not only spiritual evolution, but scientific advancement, it definitely lies in understanding vibrations better, understanding vibrational medicine better, understanding quantum mechanics and why things do what they do at that subatomic particle level better. I feel like that would lead to advancement. But tangent, crystal healing, sound therapy, and Reiki energy work really focus on that fact that if there is an electromagnetic vibratory imbalance on the cellular level, which starts manifesting as like several organs doing weird things, or pains, or different psychosomatic symptoms or mental emotional situations, that these things can be brought back into balance by the use of vibration, vibrational medicine, sound, literally a vibration, right? Color, when I do color therapy, I'm absolutely using 680 nanometers of color for a specific root chakra situation, red light. There are, that's an absolute vibration of energy. It's super fast and it looks like nothing's happening. You don't necessarily see the red whiling out, but it's vibrating. It it's vibrating so fast that you can see it as color. So absolutely a vibration. When we use Reiki energy work, we're using universal life force energy, which is essentially trying to hone in on that, like, neutron level, neutrino level, I should say, neutrino level, which is a theoretical particle that scientists try to find, like, but the idea is that there's just this energy constantly flowing at all times. I would consider it ether, something like that. Uh, Cosmic energy that is just moving through us at all times. So this energy is vibratory in nature. If you can manipulate this energy, this universal energy that exists all around us, you can use it to manipulate subatomic particles, because that's what they are. They're energy, right? They're just vibrating strings, and just like vibrate everything right back to normal. And as time progresses, the science really starts proving us right, and I love it. It starts getting good. This is a good age to live in if you're into vibrational medicine. They're not trying to like burn you at the stake anymore. Welcome to New York City. All right, so just a few moments left. Let's talk about different ways that you can practically apply the law of vibration to your everyday life. Um, Definitely bringing it back to mentalism and the mind-body connection, and just discussing the connection between your thoughts and your emotions and how they have a direct impact on your physical well-being, right? So your vibrations, your thought vibrations, literally affect your physical self. If you get too nervous, you start panicking, you have literal physical symptoms, right? Some would call it psychosomatic, which means that it's because of your brain, so it's not really real, but you're really feeling it and it's really happening to you, so it is really real, but all is mental, so it's happening. Okay, it's because of your mind. Your mind and your thoughts deeply are impacting your physical well-being. just thinking positively in moments of tensity, in moments of frustration, can start to uplift your spirit, uplift and energize you. Negative thoughts, just thinking negatively, just the negative thought vibration can start manifesting stress, tension, ultimately dis-ease in the body. Your body don't feel good. It's like, ugh. Then you gotta go get a massage and lymphatic drain that shit. Even in relationships, the law of vibration influences the quality of your relationships. Remember, I was talking about earlier, like sometimes there's moments in life when you have to sweet talk somebody because that's what the situation calls for in order for the highest good of all. In order for you to get what you want, in order for them to shut the fuck up. Like, hi, how can I help you? Sometimes the law of vibration also applies to relationship dynamics. Like attracts likes as well. So bringing back in that law of correspondence, when we embody love, when we embody compassion and understanding, like when we are that, we attract that. People are receptive to that. They're like, oh, word, you're so understanding. I want to be that for you too. Like attracts like, corresponding energy, all vibrating energy. Setting boundaries, this also makes an important note on setting boundaries and healthy energetic boundaries, specifically to protect yourself from negative influences, or like just relationships that you have a tough time like moving through the motions with, if you understand my drift. Like some people are just like tough to deal with, and you gotta love them anyways. So these types of things, it's kind of important, vibrationally speaking, to set up these energetic boundaries, to maintain a vibrational alignment within the relationship. Because if you allow yourself energetically to be brought down, or I don't want to say down, but to match their more denser vibration, right? Remember the tuning forks. If someone's all dense in your area and you're their partner, it's more than most likely you're going to start picking up on that density. And all of a sudden, you also have an attitude now. And now, y'all both have attitudes with each other. And I don't even know why. Because nobody had any healthy, energetic, vibrational boundaries. So, setting those up, understanding the law of vibration enough to be able to set up an energetic boundary is powerful, especially in your relationships, your interpersonal relationships. Careers, too. Um, this is kind of like that vision board kind of vibe. You're sending out powerful vibrations into the universe to call back in abundance. It's still law of correspondence, it's still law of mentalism, but now we're adding in the vibrational energy of the law of vibration, just aligning to your goals, your intentions, your actions. Like, I want to do this, I want to manifest this. All right, bet. Do the things. There's things to be done. So matching your vibration to the vibration in here. Oh, cool. Copy. Vision board. Love it. Love the vibrations. Love the vibes. Great. Good job. What are you doing to align to that? Sometimes your manifestation game is on point and you're lucky enough to be like, oh my God, I didn't even do nothing. I just lit a candle. God bless you. The rest of us have to take three-dimensional action in this physical world of vibration. That's just how it works. Okay. So doing those things, setting the intentions, taking actions with, with your highest values and your passions in your mind, send out absolutely powerful signals to the universe to attract the opportunities of abundance into your life. Creativity, inspiration, absolutely. Law of vibration is super helpful for this, especially when you have like a negative vibe and you want to get rid of it. And you're like, okay, I'm feeling this very upset, frustrated, pissed off, want to kill somebody type of energy. Let me channel it onto a canvas. Honestly, this, you can tap into your vibrational energy, your emotional energy, the things that shake you emotionally, into your creativity. Even if you're not an artist, what even is an artist? Everyone needs to creatively express in some type of form, in some type of outlet. Writing, art, music, innovation of any kind is going to be fueled by the vibrational energy that we bring it. If you're super happy, you're going to paint a sunflower. If you're like really pissed off, it's going to be like shades of black. I don't know, like just for an example. But law of vibration can also be used creatively in like visualization or meditation ways, where you can specifically try to tap into certain vibrations. We talked about brainwave states earlier, like the alpha wave, which is a predominant. Your brain is doing all things at all times, so don't let nobody tell you that it's like only my brain is all alpha right now. No, that's not how it works. But there are frequencies that take dominant oscillatory rate that are more take priority than others at certain points of time. Like for example, when we're sleeping, we're more in our theta and delta dream brainwave state. So alpha is a brainwave state that we're in when we are in a relaxed consciousness. We're aware, we're awake, but we're relaxed, we're chill. We're mostly not talking. That's why I'm not in alpha right now. This is what you would call beta, right? This energetic state of talking, moving. I talk with my hands, so lots of gesturing keeps me in beta. I'm not in alpha right now. You can get into those vibrational states, literal vibrational brainwave states, with the help of things like meditation, visualization, but even sound therapy, that more directly with things like brainwave entrainment, which is like some stuff that I use when I have a client, like a Reiki, crystal Reiki healing session, and I'm throwing all the things at them. I love to use all different vibrational tools. That's my tool set, is vibrational medicine as a practitioner. So I am probably going to also be pumping some 4.7 to 7.8 hertz frequencies in the background, bringing them into theta and alpha, relaxed consciousness, and also dreamwave states, so they can experience deep relaxation. Okay, so we can literally use vibration in a very scientific way to help bring about certain types of mental states. It's all vibes. It's all vibes, guys. It ain't nothing but vibration. And by understanding this law, and even being able to apply it to your everyday life, you will absolutely be able to enhance your overall well-being, your relationships, your success, just life. Like if you get it, if you know, you know. And it just makes things so much better. I hope that I helped you understand what the law of vibration is tonight. If you have some questions, drop them down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Alexis, and I will be back for another episode of Moonlit Metaphysics.